Hi, I have a cold. Thanks for being here. Let's get into the charts. Let me know if you want to look at anything printers on, as usual. This SPY. We've talked about, well, it's SPX. We've talked about how since the 1950s it's been true that when price action makes a deep retracement on SPX and then recovers 50% of that move, we can say the bottom is in. As such, we've already approached that area. It's this pink/purple line at 4100, and then the bottom would be said to have come in on the 13th of October. So this would look good. As you'll see, we've been back above this area before. Subsequently, we put in a higher low. We've had 2, maybe 3 touches there, and that would be confluent with breaking this area. We've also had bullish divergence at the most recent lows here. Lower low and oscillator. Price action not so much. If you're in an uptrend continuation divergence, if you're looking at it the other way around, you could be now saying, where's the bullish divergence? Are we going to push higher? Do we have continuation divergence? No. So it looks like we could push higher. And then the area to look to would be stretch out a little bit. This is all on daily time frame. Mind the gap looking left here in at around 4200 to 4220, which would be SPX 4220 SPY 420. Topside resistance that we're looking like targeting on SPY on 4-hour time frame. You can see that, stretch it out so you can actually see this area is very significant here. There's a horizontal just above where we've recently found resistance. I can tell you that if we were to mark out the most significant high to low within this section of the trend, when I say this section of the trend, I mean the sideways price action that we've seen since we exited our most recent highs, and that which includes the low, then we'd say that the most significant high is this guy and the low is this guy. So you've got 786, 886, these important levels where we've come up and tested right now. These important levels then, breaking through there, very significant. Start testing that prior high, that's in around 4324. That's back above the gap. Got an area target before there around 4245, and that would be us in bullish conditions, not yet in a bullish market, but bullish conditions, which would have implications for lots of our favorite stocks, including GameStop. Go into the GameStop here, a gap, 200 period moving average, and 50 simples approaching it on a 4-hour. A lot of people would give pause for thought from that artifact and think price action was potentially going to test it. If it did turn off the drawings, it could come in line with another test of this downward sloping trend line. There's only 2 touches on it so far. A third one could lead to a bounce, but it's not real yet. And you don't want to go below this prior low itself that held the center line on the RSI, because that was a positive sign for momentum. And if such that price action is to come back down, then in context that would look bearish, in that trying to keep it up and a failure as opposed to a retracement. So that 200 period moving average in the 4-hour 20 spot, well, 21 now. Can't argue that. Daily time frame, it's above at 25 spot 66. And if SPY is pushing to the top side, you'll see GameStop do the same thing. I think the 4 hours were to look 50 simple approaching the 200. If it breaks through and price action doesn't come down, that would be very bullish, because most recently we tested that 200 period moving average and held the center line, the RSI. That was also a retracement into a gap that didn't get filled. So price action to move back from that area would be positive test, having completed it. And the prior high in around 27 would be the next area to look to after 25 and change. Break that, you'll be quick, sharp shift move up 28 and change, 35. Just 2 levels to move to. SPY starts breaking 420. That's where you'll be going. Back to look at SPY just briefly here. 413 spot 84 high of the day, in and around those levels at the close. Very positive. Drawings off, turn them on again. Boom. Important levels to look to, 415 to 418. And in context, we have drop downside hourly. We have got this upward sloping channel. We've got something similar on SPX, but it's quite easily to illustrate the point in different ways here with the 2 charts. You have held this most recent low, put in a higher low, in line with this upward sloping channel. If you hold the integrity of that formation persists, then breaking the basis line would suggest that your next level to target would be the topside resistance, which you've had a number of touches on, and that comes in at around 420, which would be Friday the 14th, if everything is drawn accurately here. So that's GameStop. And then, because we're on SPY, select sectors, where you at? There you are. Super positive day across the board, apart from, well, yay, thanks. Thanks. Who's this from? President donated $25. Thanks for any. Made me feel like a baller today. Bitcoin train schedule if you choose to do so. Thank you for everything. Thanks so much, President. Oh my goodness, 2. I also had an unboxing this morning. It was an indoor garden for Coco from Dashi. I haven't got it right here, and I can't go and get it. And I'm sick, so I'm going to have to show you in a different stream, but it was fun opening it. Jake D, $10. Hope you feel better. Thanks for everything you do. That's very generous, Jake. Thanks so much. I feel better as soon as I saw that there. Cheers. Catching up with me today this cold. I haven't been on... Oh no, what do you mean? I haven't been on... Guitar outside, GME, the conductor burning the midnight oil, little fuel for the train. Appreciate you, Tradespotting. Thanks so much, Guitar outside. The printer's having a heart attack. I know. I know. Poor printer. Right, well, I saw it. Did you see it? I saw it. It's here beside me. Once I get the printer fixed properly, I'll hit the refresh button. Jamie, look at any. $15. Any. I'll look at any. Yes. Okay, I'll look at any. Millionaire Maker Series. GREE up 25%. That's not bad. Can't argue with that. Reliance. It's up 21%. That's not bad. CRSP. This had a nice move. Up 16%. That's not bad. AHT. It's up 15%. That's not bad. NE. That's what you're looking for. It's up 13.6%. That's all today. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This is pretty good stuff, you know. This is pretty good stuff. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, that was too much talking there. Bloody hell. Where's my drink? God, oat milk was a bad choice. Well, it was for chalky. Or oaty or something. I don't know. I live in Porridge Land. What choice have I got? So, this thing, any... What was that on? Well, we've moved on now. Any 13.6%. And 4 hours is a good place to look to this. Important areas. Yes, important areas. This looks like a job for me. Is that a... Excuse me for 1 second. Well, I'm not going to turn on the indicators or figure it out too much, but because my head's doing my own head in. Pardon me, everybody. Thanks for watching. Sorry I'm like this. Thanks, Banana Freeze. What did I think there? I can't remember. I had just figured something out maybe, but I was too tired. Oh, it might be a bat. Anywho, right, so, yeah, and as golden pocket retracement or something here then, at least, right? So, this is what it's like. I shouldn't trade one like this, though it did do quite well, considering. Anyway, so, there's your golden pocket. Yeah, well, we've got, jeez, well, I'm just a bit late now, spot, isn't it? Right, so, yeah, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Louise. I think my medication just ran out all of a sudden. What was I doing? Was looking at any. Any's uploads is brilliant. What am I supposed to be doing? I can't remember. Somebody asked me for something. Jamie, look at any. I will look at any. I'll do it properly in a minute. I just get my head straight. And somebody asked for Prez. Yo, Prez, thanks. Bitcoin. Yeah, so that's what leads any on anyway. So Bitcoin's where we'll start. Jeez, there's their face there. Happy face. You happy? Bitcoin's happy. Bitcoin up here, very happy. Bitcoin up here, very happy. So, thank you very much for being here. Cheers, Guitar Outside. Cheers, Ka-chunk. Thanks, Jake D. And cheers, Price, for supporting the streams. Really appreciate it. Right. And Bitcoin. So, currently trading at 30,200. What did futures close at? Sorry, I have to go to futures now. What? What's that? Oh, I don't want the Grayscale Gorilla Trust. Though, there is an arbitrage trade on the go there. But that's not what I'm looking at. Why is it doing that to me? Oh, it was doing that. Thanks, computer. Right. So, yes, there's this flash here on the 4 hour, but we're trending in the other direction. There is a touch of bearish divergence, but we've broken out of the previous level of resistance. And we found support there. Cross on the stochastics. Tried again. Can't argue with that. That's not bad. Holding the bullish control zone in some time frames is good. Very close there. Volatility's frickin' doing that thing it does. When was the last time you had volatility like this? Right, this is just a quick show on the 4 hour for when volatility did this thing. Pardon me. Jesus, creepers. I thought I'd deal with it all there. It's one of those colds where you drink a cup of tea and within 5 minutes it's coming out your nose. Right, so stop it already. So there's a 200 period moving average down there at, for some reason, a place where I think it's a crucial level to look to. I might be due to this 236, so I'll just update this guy. You don't need me to give you a running commentary on everything I'm doing, do you? There would be a reason for it, so perhaps it's beneficial. Sharp Tradespotting. Right, so hit that guy's in the 27.7. Yeah, so now it would be unrealistic to aim below 27.7 from here, but when you get down there, oh my goodness gracious me, we a gap fill. Right, so like that's interesting, but we'll borrow him, and he's not yet relevant because we're going here. Well, I mean, Bitcoin isn't going. I'm not saying Bitcoin. I'm not saying we as in Bitcoin's going here. I'm saying this box is going up to here because that's an area of interest for us because it's a gap and it's got a rocket outcrop flash at the top side of it. Yo, nor is it interrupted. To get this, indicate yourself at patreon.com/rocket outcrop. If you haven't heard me say that before, you will definitely be benefited by checking it out. Right. I can explain why. It's like, 'cause you'd have a bit like easier time trading, make more money, get richer quicker, achieve all your hopes and dreams, whatever they are, at accelerated pace, right? So what we're looking at is 200 period moving average, flash and a gap. 4 hour time frame futures with divergence. You're in the bullish control zone, but only just. If you drop back out of it, I'd be looking for a test of the center line RSI and holding 29.7. If that didn't happen, be another $500 or something in that there. At which point you could be coming in thinking, well, we're going to close this gap, getting a golden pocket retracement, maybe down at around 28. Might happen. Jeepers creepers, where's the other tissues gone? Fresh back. Right, nobody wants to see this. Come on, Spotter, hurry up. Right, so, yeah, I mean, it's just that's where you would be in danger of going, so it'd have stops in. It also would be down on the 1 hour time frame. That's nasty. So you go through the center line, you get confirmation of that nastiness. At the same time, you'd probably lose the 50 simple, at which point I'd think you'd probably come down and test the body closes back down around 30,000. If you lose it, 29.7. If you don't hold that, you've got your 50 simple and the hourly time frame. Probably find a bounce at 29. It's a nice round number that doesn't hold your testing at 28,325 and so on. Pardon me, but that's if you come back because you have got warning signs. But like I was saying on the 4 hour or where was it? The daily? Or somewhere, I can't remember. Anyway, here you've not got bearish divergence. You're in the bullish control zone. All you're doing is hitting a level of resistance, which you would expect a little bit of a change to momentum, like when cars go around corners. So they typically would hit the apex in second gear, and then once you get around the corner, right, you floor it. Blah, 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 blah. Right, anyway, so you know what it's like, cars and stuff. So you got to go in there up to that side. Jeez. Well, I got a good 2 or 3 minutes there, but that was it. What am I talking about cars for anyway? It's trains. It's trains. This is the wrong show, Spotter. Right, so, yeah. Why is this? Is this even, what am I talking about here? Is this the January expiration? What's going on? Bitcoin, what's going on? BTCJ 2023. Is it just to celebrate because I'm Jamie? That's what it is. Oh, thanks, Trading View. I don't know what the old me would think of this show, but the new me kind of loves it. So what am I looking at? Bitcoin. Yeah, futures contracts. Oh, we had a nice look at that and everything looks positive to the top side. Yeah, so we're at a 1618 extension. It's also a level of resistance that we'd exploit. We've gone through this important target, was a rocky outcrop flash at pace. Turn off these drawings. You have your gap back here, but I'm sure we've talked about that. I have strong memories of it. It's a bullish control zone, so I don't like arguing with it, you know? Sort of like, saves you a lot of money, that. And it's going up the way, so I also don't like arguing with that. Also, there's this speculation on the Chinese being more flexible with regards to cryptocurrency in that country. You can tell that the Russian economy is a little bit screwed, especially now that they started implementing the new conscription rules around digital identity and access to constitutional rights. If you don't check your email that they've given everyone. Anyway, I mean, is it really like that? If you're in Russia and you're watching this show ever, can you tell me, is it as bad as they say? Because, oh, geez, it's real bad. Like, says, I mean, the guy's not like, just sort him out, eh? He's not that. Anyway, whatever, it's your deal, you deal with it. So, yeah, would be interesting to hear your take on things, though. So what's this do? Nice, very much in the bullish trade. It needs to start doing better. I mean, it's bearishly divergent all the way through this move, but then so what? I mean, it's bullishly divergent on the retracements, and it's holding the moving averages themselves. Got a positive, slow positive splay daily time frame. Tested them, significant reaction. It's all about looking left, Joe. Looking left, 32,160. 32,690. Shout out, Luke Spears. So that's probably going to happen because, you know, fate and whatnot. The tapestry of fate. Luke Spears in there. He's one of those big double stitched. I don't know, man. I don't know what my head's doing, man. So, yeah, that sort of thing. Get on to the next one quickly. Bitcoin. That was the futures contract. So if, you know, it's pushing to the top side, well, spot will go there as well. And a similar situation means 32.5. 32,580. Did I turn the drawings on? Have I got a line there? No, should have. But why no line? It's 2618. Well, we've done the 1618, so why not a 2618? Probably, right? I mean, yeah, there's a flashback down there. We're trending to the top side now, though, after this bullish reaction. I think the 2-day time frame is a good place to be because we had a volatility. Thought we were going to do that. Aye, on the 4-hour on something. Was it Bitcoin? I think it was. Anyway, here's the Tradespotting buy signal on Bitcoin. You've got you've got it, right? So there you go. Stochastic expression to the upside. They could collapse. Did MACD, that's very positive. It's in the bullish control zone, not arguing with it, but it's bearishly divergent. So, you know, if it was going to come back down, maybe you'd look to this to turn into a channel as well. But SPY's moving to the top side. I mean, I do now want to check NDX, NASDAQ, and then look at tech and go back to the select sectors and double check and then go down into various industries and confirm it. But brain won't last. So you do that. And then here you've got where people would look at that as a wedge and they'd be all excited and whatnot, but this could the moving average test there in 2-day looks positive. If it does come there, 24.8, that's a huge move. That doesn't, is it that bad right now for that? I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all that bad. So this up here, great. We talked about how when it's up here it can be great and go divergent and keep going like here. You know, this was nowhere near as high, but the RSI pushing back up higher, right? So continuation divergence, but then it came back similar to how it came back here. And you got continuation divergence because it was actually pushing an uptrend and it'd been uptrend for a while. And like, that's still true now. That's all still true. So, you know, come back up and find resistance. So well, I mean, all still true now in the context of like, it wasn't true in between times. Anywho, you're looking at it now, testing that theory. You're going to put in higher lows and higher highs. I'm trying to say that, but it's just an easy sentence. Are you going to put in a higher high now that you've done it? Are you going to put in a higher low? That would turn a wedge into a channel and you'd be looking at a test of a line I've probably drawn, but it doesn't look like I have. So you won't be able to see it because it's camouflaged by other lines, but it's in there somewhere. It's like that spy channel. But Bitcoin's a risk-on asset, you know, so if it's pushing up, great news for everything. I think there's a choo-choo on the go, innit? I think there might be a choo-choo on the go. So you've got everything you need there. It's back above 10. It's still persisting above the HVP rate. It's back above 10. It's still persisting above its own moving average. That's that part of it. It's stochastics. It's very difficult to argue with them. You can go ahead and argue with them, right? I'm moving on. You can argue with them. And then up here, MACD, same situation, right? So I'm way ahead now. It's like Mario Kart when you take that and focus, and then you're in the bullish control zone. And then looking between these two peaks, you'd say, well, that looks like it's got legs. It's just held its own moving average, and it's exceeded its prior high. Price has done the same thing. So I'm looking left to resistance, and it's 32,150, 32.50, 33.50, 35.80. Oh, wow, brain work. So that's what you're looking at in Bitcoin. Boom. So, oh my God, I made it. And then we were all going to be talking about the Bitcoin miners, which are all doing fantastic. You know, I mean, they're knocking it out of the park here. I'm so glad that things are working out for a while, like consistently this year. And I hope everybody is managing to benefit. And if you do maintain your discipline, then it's only a matter of time you will do well. So thanks very much for watching. Hit the like button and things and all those things I'm supposed to say, but I can't remember. Where is the Bitcoin miners? I have a watch list, but I can't read English anymore. There it is. Yeah, this is what I wanted to make this point, right? This is the Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF, which is handy, to put it lightly. Geez. Right, so this is super handy. This chart does a lot of my work for me. Well, I mean, it doesn't at all. It makes a lot of money. Right, okay, so shut up. Right, so there you have it. Fantastic. You went through the 382. You're at the 50% retracement. If you break above that, golden pocket 14.15, currently trading at 11.50. That means that there's potentially another 30, 40, 50% on the Bitcoin miners. Some of those miners are any. It's up a huge amount today. 200 period moving average is up here at 1.13 or so. It's probably going to get there at some point. If it's in this run, congratulations, you'll all be minted if you're in it anywhere within conceivable distance from here. And at that stage, it'll go and bounce between 120 and 160 3 times, at which stage it'll then be testing the 200 period moving average, potentially break above, go to 186. If it breaks above that, it'll go to 9. If it breaks above that, it'll go to 18. If that all happens in this one run and you've got anything in there, you'll be extremely rich. That's what's happening with any. And then GREE, it's already making like even bigger percentage moves because they've not got some of the extraneous implications and that impacting on them. So anywho, right, this thing makes it back to the prior high. That would be testing at around $5. It's currently trading at not 64, but it has made another 25% move today, which is fantastic since these lows, 0.36. It's another 100% on this thing. We've had a number of trades on this thing. Anyway, it's another 100% on GREE. Oh my goodness. And you held this 50 simple when you went through it on the 2-day time frame. Not really care about the volatility signals. Stochastics, fantastic. MACD, to have a cheeseburger, buddy. And then you're back above centerline RSI. That's good. 4 hour. 4 hour, you've held the 200 period moving average as you went through it. Oh my goodness gracious me. If you're already in these things and you feel like a buller, well, be careful. Bitcoin is looking like it might be at resistance, but it's a pivot point. So if it breaks above, these things are primed to go off. Right, this is going to go off. GREE, brilliant. And then Marathon Digital. Hard to argue with that cross as it went through the cross with the 50 simple through the 200 period moving average on the 4 hour time frame as you broke out of resistance. Downward sloping diagonal suggests that you're heading to the next horizontal back of $15. That would be similar to the Valkyrie fund that tracks the Bitcoin miners. So if that looks like it could happen, you know, this week. I'm not saying that's going to. I'm saying it looks like it could. It would very conceivably go there tomorrow. It's broken above these levels. Post-market 11.35, so it's not giving up the ghost yet. What's GREE at post-market? Not done anything much. Any post-market not done very well. It's a 164, not much. Yeah, well, that's the Bitcoin miners. I think I got through that, you know. Probably other things. I'm going to go and get the chat box up and read what you're saying. Can I pull it over here so I don't have to look at the light? A human tongue made of silver. Oh my goodness, that sounds expensive. Give me that. You're doing so good, Tradespotting. Good work. Thanks so much, Sarara. Yes. Yay. Eh? Thanks. You're welcome, Freeze. Why are you saying that? Guitar outside. Not yet. I have to refill my tanks. I'll start in this weekend. You're filling up your tanks? Oh, what is that? That's great. Wow, adding Wigamy to my watch list. Major key alert. Good check, Guitar outside. Great to see you, my friend. You did it earlier. Remember, thanks. I need to give us Guitarist's birthday yesterday. It was brilliant. Oh, it's special being able to celebrate that. It was, how long has it been there on your thing? When did I see it? Did it tell me there? It doesn't tell me on when you donate how long you've been a member. It should. Anyway, that would be a nice contextual bit of information. Who is Sarara on Discord? Pardon me. Sarara. Are you in the tea room often? Check into the tea room, Schwartzy boy. You'd like it in there. Sarara is a big part of things going on in there. Schwartzy boy, she just changed it and couldn't find her last night. Brought it back. She changed her name, did ya? What a sector Bitcoin miners have been this packed week. What a sector. Yeah, it's been a great sector. It's been stupidly good compared to, like, I mean, in terms of percentage moves, compared to, like, the price of Bitcoin, which everyone gets dead excited about. Which is fair enough, we get dead excited about it. But we're over here, like, slaying it with a 25% moves day after day, eh? 100% moves off multiple times on the same ticker. So, what else? You have friends outside of this channel? I need to get out more. Who does? Who's that? My friends aren't aware of this outside of this channel. Who the hell are they, Guitar outside? You need to get them to show up more. What? Hilly can share. Aye. You've got friends that aren't watching this show, then I can tell, you know, you're probably drifting away from them, which is terrible. We need to keep you in contact with those people, you know, so that you can remember what it used to be like when you get really rich and whatnot, and have somebody who will lord it over. Please go to bed, Tradespotting, and thanks. Freeze. When I go to bed, I have to set the bed up like some sort of a camping experience, though it's a real bed and I'm in my house because, you know, the renovations and on and Ariston. Eh. It's like some sort of cruel joke. Everything that could happen that, you know. So I was looking at the skirting board and I was saying to the skirting board, I'm going to take you off and you're going to be a total ass and take half the wall. You are, aren't you? And so then I was like, what I'll do is I'll use a Stanley knife, right? And flesh blade, very, very careful. I'll take the wall, right? We'll have a compromise. Some wall will be lost, but I'll take that and it'll be 2 millimeters. And I'm taking it, right? 45-degree angle. Swoop. And then I got a thing that you're supposed to use for, like, touching up, like, plaster work, patches and that. And I used that behind, script it all down, script it all the way along. And then I put another one in between these two, and then I put a screwdriver in between that, and then I managed to start levering it along. And I was very, very careful, and it took a good hour to do this thing. It was only about 8 feet, whatever, or something like that. No, it was a bit more than that. And yeah, and I thought I'd done it all. I thought, that's it, perfect, I've done it. And then I pulled it away, and it took like, I don't know, 48 tons of brick with it. So, yeah. Turns out there was a batten on the bottom half of it that was like screwed into, I don't know, what was that? Like the bottom layer was just mortar. Apparently it was mortar at some stage. Now it's dust. Now it's like graphite. And some of it lives inside me now too because of the game was so, you know, plenty of inflammation from that experience. Brilliant. All day, brilliant. All those little things. So I have to go put my bed down in it before I go to sleep in it. It's brilliant. It's like a real episode of that actual train spotting. Need me to hop across the pond with my toolbox? No, but that's nice. Thanks. It's very appreciated. It's like building a house from the inside. Like the walls, the roof, the floor, underneath, between the walls and the outside, everything. The window bits, ceiling bit, the front door, everything actually. Everything. New boiler and really everything from the inside out. Should never have started, man. Should never have started. Better get soon, you're telling me. Better get soon. Better get better soon. That's even better. Sorry, that's not a damn instruction. Get better soon. That's how you say it. Sounds like madness. It is sorta. It is madness. Nothing is worse than remodeling living fruit. Well, that's this stuff. I mean, let's be serious. There is stuff worse than it. Like having a cold. Lamau, I feel that shouldn't have started. It was your fault, Freeze, telling me to go and beat. Keep it soon, brother. Yeah, keep it positive. Well, I mean, it's hard not to keep it positive. Everything's up everything's up stupid amounts. What else? Even DT, GREE, yeah, so good. DT even went up, right? It's coming off that, it's leaving already, the NASDAQ. I was about to call it a reputable exchange, but it's a total scam. Anywho, not the NASDAQ's not a scam. It's lovely. It's so lovely. I mean, what do you want to talk about? Why do I even here? Nobody asked me to do more work. Freeze even said I could go to bed. METX. All right, looks this not bad then. I wouldn't have bothered coming here. Only this happened. What's this doing? Brutal. Could make a move though. Actually, this. That's like could do like a month of episodes on what's coming there. And then what else? Yeah, that looks interesting, yo. That looks like a 40% on that. Oh, this has started its move. We talked about this. Oh, what else did we talk about? We talked about this too. Boing, 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 boing. What about that, folksy? Whoa, that's pretty good. Love a little bit of that, like. So, anywho, I hope things keep going up because I can't. Because it's great, right? Because it's brilliant. Because when I've got a cold and things are going up, then it makes it all fine. I can bear it. I can grin and bear it. I can't get on Discord to read what people are saying as much because head and cold and thinking about doing a show later and pacing myself and whatnot. So if I have missed anything there that's anybody said to me specifically, pardon me. And I'll get to it when I'm better. I'll be back tomorrow for, hopefully I'll have a better time. I'll take the drugs at a better time so that they stop wearing off in the middle of the show. Right, top tip that. See you tomorrow. Lots of appreciation and thanks for being here and hit the no button. No, I want to say thanks to Cookie Chunka. Did I do any to you? I can't remember. I think so. GME, the conductor, burning a midnight oil, little fool for a train. Look at any. It was just look at any, not do any. Okay, phew. Oh, thanks very much, Kutsabin. Thanks to the car outside. Happy birthday. Cheers, Jake D. Thanks, man. Thanks for everything. And President. Thanks, President. And JS yesterday. Wow. Thanks, JS. Thanks, everybody, today. Thanks for supporting the stream. See you in the next one. Remember, I never